everyone. I am Ariel Lim, and this is Ariel Lim Yoga. So you know who I am, you know what we're doing. Thank you for joining me on the mat today. Today's practice is a yoga to raise the temperature. It is a snowy day here in New England, so it's a little bit cold. We're gonna bring some heat, bring some energy into the body. So let's flow. We'll start towards the front of our mat. Our feet about hips distance apart in a mountain posture. So we'll have a nice long line of energy up the spine. Our shoulders are relaxed and down, palms facing forward, the crown of our head gently lifting towards the sky. And we'll just take a moment to settle in, take a moment to breathe, take a nice big inhale through the nose, and exhale out the mouth. One more nice big inhale through the nose to ground us. And exhale. Let it all go. On our next inhale, we're going to rise the hands up and overhead. Hands meet in prayer. And exhale the hands to heart center. This is going to be a spicy flow. We're going to jump right in. So on our next inhale, we're going to rise our hands up and overhead. Hands meet in prayer. And then we'll exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands on the shins, flat back. Nice line from the crown to the tail here. And exhale to fold. We'll plant the hands, step back to plank. Lower our knees, chest and chin to the mat, and then come up for cobra, elbows by the ribs. And then we'll exhale to downward facing dog. Take your dog for a walk here, lifting one heel, dropping the other, pedaling it out, waking up the legs, waking up the body. Maybe shake the head yes and no. And when you're ready, we'll bring our big toes to touch. Extend the right leg up and back. Before bringing it in between the hands, we'll pivot on that left foot so it's parallel with the back edge of our mat. Our knee is over our ankle here in front, and then we'll windmill our arms up for warrior two. Our head is over our heart is over our hips here. And we'll inhale, bringing nice warm energy up through our feet, extending past our fingertips on either side of us, looking over those front two fingers. Inhale. And exhale to reach forward with those fingers. Flip the palm, paint the sky up overhead, lower the back arm to the thigh for a reverse warrior. Maybe looking up at that right palm. Inhale. Exhale, we'll come back to our warrior two for a moment before lowering our right arm to the top of our right thigh and lifting our left arm up to the sky for side angle here, extended side angle, looking up at our fingertips. Inhale. Exhale to come back up to warrior two. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. Feel that warmth already starting to spread through your body. Reach forward. Flip the palm. We'll brush the sky with our fingertips here, lowering that back arm to the thigh, gently looking up at our right palm. Reverse warrior here. Inhale. Exhale, come back to your warrior two before we move back into our extended side angle. Reaching the left palm up towards the sky. Maybe we look up. Inhale, come back up to warrior two. Feeling nice and warm, feeling nice and strong here. We'll reach one more time. Flip the palm, lift it up and back, lowering the back palm to the thigh for reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale back into your warrior two, and then we'll move into our extended side angle, reaching our left hand up to the ceiling, or maybe this time you reach it forward towards the front of your mat. Inhale. Exhale to pivot on the back foot. Frame your front foot with your hands and take as many steps as you need to come to the front of the mat in a forward fold. Maybe you clasp opposite elbows. Release tension from the back. Let the head hang heavy here for a moment. Catch your breath. Lower the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, we'll fold, slowly root to rise. Enjoy the journey up. Your head hangs heavy. It's the last to come up, followed by your hands reaching up and overhead. Hands meet and come down to heart center in prayer. Take a moment to notice how you feel. Maybe you're already feeling nice and warm. I hope you are. I know I am. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, we'll rise your hands up and overhead. Hands meet, and then we'll forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. We'll plant the palms, step back to plank. This time we'll lower halfway, chaturanga, and then come up for upward facing dog. The tops of our feet on the mat, our arms straight, thighs and knees off of the mat. Inhale, and exhale back into your downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Maybe take a break in a child's pose. Maybe take a sip of water before we flow on the other side. Beautiful. When you're ready, we'll bring the big toes to touch. Extend that left leg up and back, three-legged dog. And then we'll bring it forward in between the hands. Pivot that right foot so it's parallel with the back edge of your mat. Your front knee stays over that ankle. We'll windmill our arms up to warrior two. Remember to keep that head over the heart over your hips here in your warrior two. Feeling nice and grounded through the feet. Bringing that energy up through the legs, through the body, shooting out through either side of the fingertips, looking over those front fingertips. Inhale and exhale to reach forward. We'll flip the palm and paint the sky on this side, lowering our left hand to the thigh, looking up towards our our right hand to the thigh, looking up towards our left palm. Inhale. Come back up from your reverse warrior to warrior two. And then we'll lower the left arm to the thigh and raise that right hand up to the sky for extended side angle on this side. Inhale. Exhale back to your warrior two. Keep that knee over the ankle here. Inhale. We'll reach forward. Flip the palm. Bring it up and overhead. Lower that right hand to the thigh. Look up towards your hand. Reverse warrior. Inhale. Exhale back, warrior two. And then we'll lower that arm to the thigh and lift our right arm up to the sky, extended side angle. Inhale, you've got this. One more round of this. We'll come back up to our warrior two, feeling nice and strong, feeling the temperature rising already. Reach forward, flip the palm, paint the sky, lower the right hand down, look up towards the left palm. Keeping your chest open, the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale back to your warrior two one last time, and then we'll lower the left arm, left elbow, reaching that right hand up. Maybe this time you reach towards the front of your mat in your extended side angle. Inhale. And exhale. We'll pivot on that back foot, frame the front foot, and then take as many steps as you need to come back to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Root to rise. Take your time. Feel the space in your back between each vertebra as you come up, lifting the head last, reaching the hands up and overhead, hands meet in prayer, and come down to heart center. Take a couple breaths here. with your hands at heart center to notice how you feel. Maybe you're already feeling energy buzzing through your body, feeling nice and toasty here. Inhale, exhale, let it all go. Inhale, we'll rise our hands up and overhead, hands meet in prayer, and then we'll forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step back to plank. And we'll take a vinyasa, lowering halfway for chaturanga, coming up for upward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Pedaling it out, keeping the body moving, building more heat. And when you're ready, we'll bring the big toes to touch, extending that right leg up and back for three-legged dog. And then we'll step it forward between the hands, lowering the left knee to the mat and coming up for a low lunge. Arms reaching up towards the ceiling, keeping that front knee over your ankle here. Inhale. And exhale, bringing the hands together and down in prayer. From here, we're going to twist to the right, bringing that left elbow outside of the right knee, opening the shoulders, bringing your gaze to the sky. Inhale, exhale. Maybe challenge yourself and lift that back knee off the mat. Oh yeah, I can feel that heat. Inhale and exhale, your hands to frame the front foot and step forward to a forward fold. Grasping opposite elbows, swaying side to side. Beautiful. Then we'll lower the hands, root to rise here. Journeying up our mountain, lifting our hands up and overhead. They meet and then come down to heart center in prayer. Our next little ditty here is going to be a little bit spicy, but it'll be fun, I promise. From here, we're going to lift the hands up and overhead. This time they do not meet. They stay facing each other. The palms stay facing each other. Keeping your biceps by your ears, and then you'll sit back for chair pose. Lift the heels, bring the hands back, palms facing down like you're going skiing. Yes, I've always wondered how those skiers stay warm on the slopes, and we're going to find out now. Inhale. Exhale, lower the heels, come back up, raising the hands up and overhead. And exhale, back down to a chair pose, bringing the palms facing back, lifting the heels. We'll call this a ski lift or not. Inhale. Exhale, lower the heels, come back up one more time. And then exhale, back down for your chair pose, your palms facing the ground, your heels lifted. You should feel some heat in the thighs and in the quads. Exhale, your feet back down, lift the hands up and overhead. This time the hands meet, maybe you take a little back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, crown reaching forward, tail reaching back. Exhale to fold. Plant the hands. Step back to plank, and we'll take a vinyasa, lowering halfway for chaturanga. Coming up for upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale back to downward facing dog. Pedal it out here. Maybe you take a child's pose or a sip of water, whatever you need to do. We've got this. One more flow and then we'll take it low. Beautiful. And when you're ready, we'll bring our big toes to touch, extending that left leg up and back, three-leg dog. And bring it forward, stepping between the palms, lowering the right knee to the mat, top of the foot to the mat, and coming up for a low crescent lunge here. Raising the fingertips to the sky. Maybe we look up between the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the palms together. at heart center. You know where we're going. We're twisting to the left, bringing the right elbow outside of the left knee here, keeping our shoulders back, our collarbones nice and open here, looking towards the sky. Inhale. Maybe this time you lift the right knee up off the ground for a challenge. Feeling the power in your legs, feeling the heat. Ooh, the temperature is rising here for me. I don't know about you. Inhale. Exhale. We'll frame the front foot and take as many steps as we need to forward fold at the top of our mat. Grasp opposite elbows. Rock side to side. Maybe you take a moment of stillness. Release the hands, root to rise here. We are climbing back up this mountain. You know where we're gonna go. Lift the arms up and overhead. The hands meet in prayer and come down to heart center. We've got this. A little bit more to go and then we'll take it low, I promise. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, we'll rise the hands up and overhead, the palms facing each other, the hands about the distance of our hips here. Inhale and exhale into our chair pose, bringing our tailbone down, bringing our hands back behind us, lifting the heels. Whew, it's spicy. Lower the heels, lift up with your thighs, lift up your arms. Inhale. And exhale to come back down to your chair pose, bringing those hands back, palms facing down, heels up. Inhale. Exhale, release the heels to the mat. Stand up nice and tall, reaching up towards the sky. One more chair pose. Exhale to come back down to your chair, palms facing the mat, heels lifting up. Maybe this time instead, you bring the toes up. Ooh, spicy. Lowering them down, coming back up. Hands meet. Maybe you take a mini back bend here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, planting the palms, stepping back to a plank position, but this time we are going to move into pigeon. So bring that right foot forward, your right knee towards the right wrist, right foot towards the left edge of your mat, lowering the back leg down to the mat, top of the foot down to the mat. Take a moment to adjust. You want to feel that nice stretch in your hip. We've built a lot of heat and tension there, so let's release it a little bit. And when you're ready, we'll inhale, sit up nice and tall, and exhale to come down to reclined pigeon, bringing your forearms to the mat. Maybe you sway a little bit. Maybe you enjoy a moment of stillness. Breathing into your hips, your glutes, your quads. Inhale. And exhale to relax completely in your pigeon pose. Taking a few cycles of breath at your own pace. Nice deep inhales through the nose. Audible exhales through the mouth. Should feel really good after all that heat we've built. But when you're satisfied, we'll come back up on the hands, lift the back leg and step back to plank. And we'll take our pigeon to the other side, bringing that left knee towards the left wrist, left foot towards the right side of our mat, lowering the right leg back and down. Maybe you take it a little back further. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale to come down to our forearms for a resting pigeon. Nice deep breaths here in your pigeon. As you inhale, feeling that cool air flow through your body, cooling you down just a little bit. And exhale, letting off some steam. Taking a few breaths like this at your own pace. Enjoy the stretch. You've earned it. This time we'll come up on our hands, lower into that left hip and bring our feet around in front of us. Sitting up nice and tall, we'll plant our hands in our staff pose, feeling that nice line of energy from the tail up through the crown. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe you have a bend in your knees, that's fine as well. On an inhale, we'll rise our hands up and overhead like we did before, palms facing each other. Say hello. And then we'll exhale into a forward fold, leading with the chest, letting the hands rest wherever they land. Inhale, keep that back nice and straight. And exhale, let it go. You should feel a nice stretch in the low back here, in the hamstrings. Should feel really good after all that work we did on our lower body today. Inhale and exhale. Slowly roll back up to seated. We'll plant our right foot on the mat. We'll raise our left arm up and overhead, and then we'll twist to the right, bringing that left elbow outside of the right knee, tenting our right fingertips behind the low back, and inhale to lift and lengthen, and exhale to twist just a little bit further, releasing any stagnant, stale energy, any energy that doesn't serve us, letting it rinse from our bodies here. Inhale. And exhale, come back to center, release the right leg to the mat, and this time we'll bring our left foot up, raise our right arm up and overhead, and then twist to the left, bringing that right elbow outside of the left knee, tenting the left fingertips behind us. Inhale. And exhale to twist. One last rinse of the spine here, rinse of the body. Let it all go. Inhale. And exhale, we'll come back to center, bring both feet to the mat this time. Give our shins a little hug. Sit up nice and tall. And exhale to fold over the knees. Enjoying a moment in this cozy little private space here. Enjoying the warmth you've cultivated on the mat today. Enjoying the heat. Enjoying a moment of self-care and self-love. It takes a lot to come to the mat, especially on a cold day, so you've earned this moment to be with yourself and just breathe. That's all you have to do here is just breathe. Nice big inhales through the nose. Audible exhales out of the mouth. Couple more at your own pace. There is no rush here. And when you're ready, we'll come to a comfortable seat on our mat, any seat of your choice. Sitting up nice and tall. Maybe you close your eyes here. Inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, we'll rise our hands up and overhead. Our hands meet together in prayer, and on our exhale, we'll bring our hands to heart center. Take a moment here to notice how you feel. Notice your energy. Notice how it's changed since you came to the mat today. Hopefully you have a little more energy. Hopefully you're feeling nice and warm, ready to take on whatever the day brings. And also taking a moment of gratitude to the self for coming to the mat today. You could have done anything. You could have stayed in bed, under the covers. but you chose to do something for yourself, so that's beautiful. Open your eyes. Thank you guys so much for joining me for yoga to raise the temperature. I know for me it is nice and warm here on the mat, so thank you. And as always, from my heart to yours.